Welcome back to the final video in the QML Fluid Elements and Animation series. Over the last 4 videos, we've built up a solid toolkit: property animation, easing curves, behavior with spring animation, and path animation. In this video, we're going to bring it all together with states and transitions. States let you define completely different configurations for your UI elements, different sizes, colors, shapes, and transitions animate the changes between them smoothly. This is how you make buttons that morph, panels that slide, and interfaces that respond fluidly to user actions. Let's dive in. Open your main.qml file and set up the basic structure, as we've done in previous sections. Start by adding a column layout to organize the UI elements vertically. We will add a button that toggles the state of a rectangle when clicked, flipping between states when the on-clicked signal handler is called. Under the button, add a rectangle and set some initial properties. The state type allows us to define alternative configurations for UI components. In this example, we'll create 2 states for a rectangle, a default state and a secondary state that changes the rectangle's shape, color, and size. By default, the rectangle is green and rectangular. Now, we'll add another state where it changes to a circular red shape. Use the state's property of rectangle to define this. Here, PropertyChanges lets us specify which properties to alter in each state. When in state 1, the rectangle shrinks to a circle and changes to red. If we run the application now, the rectangle will be in its default state, and when we click the button, it will transition to state 1. However, the change is immediate. Let's add a transition to make it smooth. The transition type defines animations that occur during state changes. Let's add a transition with NumberAnimation and ColorAnimation to make the rectangle's state change smoothly. This transition will use wildcards, asterisks surrounded by quotation marks, for from and to states, applying the transition to any state change. We will use NumberAnimation to animate numeric width, height, and radius, while ColorAnimation will transition the color. And that wraps up not just this video, but the entire QML Fluid Elements and Animation series. Let's recap what we've covered across all 5 videos. We started with property animation as the foundation, explored easing curves to control how animations feel, used behavior for automatic property-driven animations, animated along custom paths with path animation, and now finished with states and transitions for defining and animating between UI configurations. You now have everything you need to create fluid, polished, interactive animations in your QML applications.